Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Dis-Chem, pharmacists who care.
It is time for the Quack Quiz now. One thing to wash your hands often and cough and sneeze into your elbow to avoid sharing the germ love, but what's to stop these microscopic frenemies of yours from multiplying on your kitchen counters or inside the fridge? But before we talk hygiene, let me say hi, Pabi. Great to have you in the studio.
It's so good to be here. So do I call you Michael or do I call you Dr. Mole?
Oh no, the way you say Dr. Mole, just use Dr. Mole from now on.
I'll do that.
Pabi, I mean, you need to know, by the way, if you cut Pabi, not only is she going to ooze confidence, but she'll bleed radio, TV, and music. What would you say is your first love?
I can't say. I think it's like choosing your favorite child. These are just things that come out of me naturally. I've always loved music. I studied music, but I was on television from the age of 4. So that's something that I'm very familiar with. I'm very comfortable in the space. And then radio is like the man who has convinced me to spend the rest of my life with him. I'm so married to it. I'm so in love with it, and it keeps me happy. So,
and you describe it as quite intimate, don't you?
It's incredibly intimate. I mean, if you think about how you're in a car speaker with one person, you're in someone's earphones. It's a very personal, intimate thing. So it's taken me a long time to realize just how special that connection is, but I love it.
And you've got to be gifted to be good at it, because you are speaking to many, but I'm sitting in my car listening just to Pabi, and it's only her and I. So you're going to relate to Pabi now because she's doing the Quack Quiz. You've probably done it. If you haven't, do it right now and test your knowledge when it comes to hygiene around the house to see if Pabi is ready to get married and settle down. Imagine that, man. This is the test. So are you ready? 10 questions.
I've been waiting all my life.
You can't fail this. First one, here goes. Using antibacterial products, such a domestic question, to clean surfaces in your home does not reduce illness rates. Okay. The question is, why? Is it because they aren't effective at killing bacteria, or is it because illnesses are spread mainly via person-to-person contact?
That's hard.
That's the first question.
Yeah, no, it's hard because, I mean, I think because they don't kill everything. Because when you see those ads with the little purple germ and the little brown germ, they look like they'll cut through the anti-bac stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
what are you
my
saying?
answer.
I'm not sure what your answer is.
Because
they're not
kill...
effective at killing bacteria?
Yes.
It's actually because of person-to-person contact. Amazing, hey? We carry germs across to one another far easier than we do from a surface. So that's the only reason they don't produce illnesses. My word, I was hoping you'd get the first one right.
But now hang on, so should we not hug each other? Should we not kiss each other? What should we not do?
No, we do. We just got to, up our immunity, that's all. Good counter question, I like that. Note to self, don't get Pabi on again. Second question, besides muddy paw prints, all right, you'll get this one day on your carpets, the greatest health risk posed by pets inside the home is what? Transfer of disease by being licked or being bitten or scratched?
I think being bitten or scratched.
Yes, you're so right. Yeah. In fact, there's wonderful evidence now to show that if you have a pet indoors, it really helps building your kid's immune system. So not a bad thing to have growing up. If you cut mold or food, as we've all done as students, and you're a student at the moment, is it then safe to eat? All right, the question is, yes, mold isn't a health hazard, or it depends on the food. For example, with hard cheese, it's safe, but with bread, not safe.
I was raised, as soon as there's a bit of mold, you get rid of it. Do not eat it.
Thank your mom, she was right.
Yeah,
mold's got toxins in it that can make you really, really ill. All right, if you have a cold, which of these is the more hygienic option? Tissues or dad hankies?
Definitely tissues.
What did your father use?
Yeah, no, there were hankies around the house, and I find that really, but I'm weird with nasal stuff. I don't like sneezing or picking, it's just really gross to me. So tissues, definitely tissues. But you must have a little packet that you tie up and you throw them away immediately.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I'm like that.
Okay, I can see that. I've never used a packet, I do throw it away quickly, and that's because those viruses in the tissues actually last for several hours. So get rid of them. Don't hold on to them. Having hankies. Wow. Previous generation. What's the longest time that cooked rice can be kept safely in the fridge? Mrs. Moloi, one day when you're a mom or a wife. 3 days or 5 days?
I don't even know.
Help.
I don't even really know how to cook rice.
You've got a potential husband out there going cross.
Yeah, I don't know. 5 days?
3 days, actually.
3 days?
3 days, yeah.
In the fridge?
In the fridge. Once rice is cooked, and you put it in the fridge, those bacteria still start growing. All the fridge does is slow down the growth, but they're still there. So 3 days, absolute max Guys, don't forget that. Which makeup product is the bigger bacteria magnet? Now, you should know this.
Yeah, I'll know.
Mascara or eyeliner?
The bigger bacteria carrier?
Magnet, yeah.
I think mascara.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all that pumping action. You get so much stuff in there.
Those tubes of lash pumping goo,
Yeah.
they are breeding grounds for. Do you lick your pencils though?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay, because if you lick your pencils, that might up the ante slightly.
Because of that second question, human to human.
That's right.
Germ spreading.
Okay, what is the #1 food safety mistake we make? Not washing our hands properly or tasting food to see if it's okay? You know, you get something, you think, I can smell that, let me taste it. What do you think is the biggest mistake?
I think maybe tasting it.
Yes.
Surely?
Yeah, it's just a little lick is all you need to get that bacteria in your system, so not a great idea. 8th question, where are the most germs found? On a toilet handle or a cell phone?
I know this. On your cell phone.
It's gross.
It's so gross.
Yes.
It's so gross.
18 times more bacteria on your phone. I mean,
Than on a toilet?
Yeah, on a toilet handle.
That's unbelievable.
Shocking,
Yeah.
True or false? Last 2 questions. The fridge door is the best place to store eggs, milk and meat. Another very domestic question. True or false? Would you store your eggs and meat in the fridge door?
As opposed to in the actual fridge? I think yes. Don't we put our milk in the door and the eggs are in that little thing with the... I think on the door.
Most of us do.
Yeah.
But actually, we shouldn't. And the reason is just because of the temperature fluctuation. You open that door, it kind of gets warm, cold, and that's when bacteria get
I see. I'm learning.
Yeah, there you go. You'll be eligible to get married any day now. I'll stop with that reference, by the way. Yes.
I know.
Yeah. What a silly comment, Michael. The ancient Romans, this is actually probably the worst question I've asked here. The ancient Romans had their own version of mouthwash. What was it? Urine or alcohol? Sorry to ask a lovely lady like Pabi, Moloi, a question.
That's hard because I know if you are stung by a jellyfish or something, urine takes the sting out. But I don't know if that sting has anything to do with germs and bacteria. So I'm going to say alcohol because that's in mouthwash now.
It is, yeah, and that's the nice thing to say. But the ancient Romans actually used urine. The ammonia in the urine was a way of, at the thought.
I get it.
I'm sorry, let's just kind of leave it right there. Oh, Pabi, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you scored at least as well as Pabi did. It's now your chance, though, to quiz our doctors on any other health-related matter. Get the Hello Doctor app, go to the TV show, text our doctors right now and ask them anything. It won't cost you a cent.
The Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Dis-Chem, pharmacists who care.